Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Topper, where we discuss important topics for incoming students. Moving away from home for the first time can be exciting and yet stressful all at the same time, especially when you don't know what to pack. Well, today we've got you covered as we go over major do's and don'ts of packing for college, as well as sitting down with Sydney, an interior design student, to discuss how to make your space your own. So stay tuned. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Sydney.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So you're an interior design student.
Yes.
You're a senior.
Yes,
You're about to graduate.
Crazy. I'm super pumped.
Yeah, well, you're a perfect person for us to ask about kind of making your space your own in your residence hall. You kind of get in there, it's a blank space, so there's a lot that you can do.
It is. It's like a cell box.
Yeah.
But anything to make it homey makes everything the first ride through college a lot smoother.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you, and I'll ask some questions about your experience too. When you first came to WKU, did you have a random roommate or?
I actually did the Facebook thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sure exactly what they call it now. I think.
Yeah, the roommate finder.
Right.
Yeah.
So we met like the week before the roommates were due.
Wow.
And so we kind of creeped each other on Facebook. We're like, all right, I think it'll work. And so we sent it in, and then we're still best friends to this day.
Really?
Yes.
Did you live more than just your freshman year together?
No, we only lived freshman year
freshman
together.
Year. Okay, very nice. Okay, well that's a good kind of lesson to learn that you can get along with your roommate.
No, I'd much rather do that than room with one of my good friends from home.
Yeah.
I wanted the surprise of meeting new people.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's part of the college experience for sure.
I definitely agree.
When you started buying things for your room, now looking back, I mean, you've lived on campus. What do you think was like the most useful thing that you bought?
The most useful thing was my eye mask.
Your eye mask?
Yes.
So you don't see light?
Yes, because finding curtains for the dorm was a struggle.
Yeah.
I was in Bemis, so our windows were a very odd shape.
Okay.
And so we didn't know if we were going to be allowed to drill a hole in the wall with a curtain rod, and we didn't want to have to pay the fine if we did that. Yeah. And curtains do run kind of heavy.
Yeah.
And so finding fabric that was light enough, that was going to block the sun, just was impossible. Yeah. We could have put sheer curtains up, but those would have been only for looks only.
Yeah.
And so that eye mask, I went through, I think, 3 because they got so dirty from my makeup. They ended up falling apart, but I was like, I have to have that. That was like my go-to.
Yes.
I tell everyone that get an eye mask. If you don't like the sunlight, you have to invest in it.
And what do you think that you bought that you didn't use at all?
The TV. It was a waste of space. I'd rather have that shelf for my books, for my art supplies, for my dance stuff. And plus, everyone uses laptops now.
Yeah.
And so if I watched, if I watched Netflix, I was either on my iPad or my laptop, with my earphones in. My roommate had hers, and so the TV never got turned on. It was just a dust collector.
Yeah.
Get it out of there. If you use your laptop, just don't bring a TV.
Okay, that's a good lesson too. Yes. Absolutely. See, when I was in college, it was before the iPad, so I was always on the TV. Okay. Okay, so you had your roommate that you found online. How did you and this roommate, especially before even really meeting each other, kind of determine how you're going to share the space? Did you say, hey, I'll buy the microwave, you buy the refrigerator, I want the left side?
Well, she moved in, I think, a day before I got to move in because she was a student athlete. Okay. So she kind of moved in, she picked her side, and it didn't really bother me. It was pretty much the exact same on both sides. And she had said, she's like, I'll get the fridge if you get the microwave. I was like, no problem, but I kind of thought into that thinking, I think I actually want my own fridge as well. And I'm glad I did because I like my breakfast in the mornings. I always like a fridge full of water bottles, and she had her stuff as well. And so we both had our own fridges. I don't think it took up that much space because we stacked stuff on top of it.
Gotcha.
Stacking stuff is definitely a space saver in the dorm big time.
Yeah.
And so I just stacked my microwave on top of that, and then I had like our Keurig on top of that too.
Okay, gotcha.
And so it was just going straight up of all of our appliances.
Yes, coffee a must.
So we didn't really have to like even talk about that. It was just kind of like a given.
Did you guys kind of decide, together we'll decorate together, or did you just get your own stuff and she decorated her half?
We decided together. We both picked a bedspread that we liked. Pottery Barn is a great resource for dorm stuff. It does tend to go towards the more expensive side, but they do have great sales. And a place even cheaper than that, Bed Bath & Beyond, is a great option. We got a lot of stuff from there too. So we picked a bedspread, and it came in 2 different colors. So she got the gray and I got the blue. Nice. So it like color coordinated. And then in Bemis, we didn't have a closet. We had a closet but didn't have doors, so we got a shower curtain from Bed Bath & Beyond, and I still use it to this day. I love it. It's white. And so she found that, and so I was able to go to the Bed Bath & Beyond here and get it as well because she's from out of state. And so we kind of just like color coordinated things.
And you did this all online before you guys came here?
Yes.
Wow.
We would just send pictures of stuff. And I lean towards more of the girly side of things, and she's more like the neutrals, like keep it very clean. And so it was kind of fun to see how that came about, but it all worked out. I ended up getting our initials monogrammed. She's like, never in my life would I ever think I would own monogram letters, but I love it. And so that was kind of cool. She would pick up one thing and then I would pick up the other.
Okay, that's
And so we kind of split the deal.
Man, that's like the dream come true of roommate situations.
Literally. And after we talked about all this, I was like, Mom, I think this is going to work out for me.
Yeah, absolutely. My roommate and I, we definitely, we didn't know each other beforehand, but we just kind of said like, this is my side, this is your side. Yeah. But it ended up looking very similar anyways, because girls tend to have very similar likes and colors and stuff.
Definitely agree.
Very nice. Okay, so did you hang anything on your walls?
Yes.
Okay. Was it the cinder block walls in Bemis?
Yes,
okay.
It is. I kind of played around all summer with that just because I didn't want to get too much. I didn't want it to look too cluttered. And so I did a lot of crafts myself. I went to Hobby Lobby and bought my wood letters and my initials, and then I hodgepodged pictures on it and cut it out so it's kind of like a collage.
Cool.
And command strips will save your life.
Yeah, they're the ones that you kind of pull down.
And they don't rip the paint off because you do get fined for that. I did live in Meredith my sophomore year, and those are painted walls, so command strips were not great on those.
Okay.
Definitely prefer a little nail. Don't do anything that needs anything bigger than that, but command strips all the way, even the ones with the hooks.
Yeah.
I hung my robe on those. I hung my towels, my little hair towel.
Yeah.
Command strips saved my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you mentioned a little bit earlier that stacking is a really good organizational tip. What sort of other tips do you have, or expand on the organization of stacking to save space in the residence hall?
To save space. Definitely hangers. The velvet hangers are made thinner than the round hangers that most people use.
Oh, okay.
And those, you can clip them together, and so it packs your clothes in tighter. And I've changed all my hangers. I will never use a normal hanger again if it's what the velvet
ones. And it probably helps with not slipping too.
Yes, the clothes stay on those big time. The Container Store down in Nashville is like walking into Winter Wonderland to me. They have great tips on how to storage everything, your shoes. They have racks. They have stuff for accessories. That place is amazing. I definitely recommend everyone to go there for dorm stuff. And then just the vacuum bags that you can.
Yes.
Those came in handy. And our beds are raised, and thank God for that. Sometimes it was a little scary, but all that floor storage came in handy too.
Yeah, because you can stack just boxes under there. You can even put like
even the plastic ones.
Yeah.
I still use the plastic ones today. I have like 3 in my closet right now.
Yeah, I still have mine from IKEA that I have that are my clothes.
Yeah, and IKEA is also a great place to look for stuff like that too. Very affordable for college budget.
Now, what other stores? You mentioned Pottery Barn, Bed Bath & Beyond. Did you find any other stores that had like good deals or just good products for dorms and residence halls?
Target. Yeah. Target is my favorite place on this earth. So it's another great, reasonably priced. You can download the app, get discounts all day long. So that was another lifesaver, and it was easy just to run Target here, grab a few things I need, because I thought I had everything when I moved into the dorm, and I was nowhere near had everything. Yeah. But it's almost, I was glad I waited because I didn't want to get too much and not know what to do with it. I'd rather have moved into the space, know where I have a space for this, I have space for that. And then the nightstand came in handy too. And I got it from Target. It's this little, it just cranks, and you put it on the edge of your bed, and it cranks to the metal, and it's just a little tray, and it sits there.
Oh, nice.
And so I just had an extension cord. I had my phone charger plugged onto that. My phone stayed there. I had an eye mask, a water bottle.
Oh, that's really nice.
Really handy too.
I got something from Target. It was a shelving unit that went above your bed. So like you're sleeping and like above you had shelves, which that was really nice too, to just put stuff above you.
They have those for the bathrooms too, for apartments.
Okay, exactly.
Those are perfect for apartments too that don't have a lot of storage at all.
Exactly, absolutely. Yeah, and because especially if your bed's raised, if you don't want your phone to be across the room, or your drink or something.
I rely on that phone to wake me up every morning.
Exactly, absolutely. Now, did you utilize I know you said you liked breakfast. Did you utilize the kitchen on your floor as a freshman?
The only thing I used the kitchen for was cookies late at night. Okay. Our RA was amazing. She had cookie sheets in there for us. And so nice. All I had to do is have the cookie dough, and I had like a thing of the pan to spray on it.
Yeah.
And ready to go.
Really nice.
But I normally just had like granola bars and yogurt in my fridge.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, okay.
I think that's what everyone uses the kitchens for
in the dorm
is cookies.
Smells really good.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely.
That was our go-to snack at midnight.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know. I would like go to Fresh and I would get like salad stuff like spinach, and then I would try to like cook healthy, but it would last like one day a week, and
it doesn't ever last long. And
you know, if you have good meal plans, then cookies though are very good. What did you love most about your residence hall?
My residence hall.
In your room.
Well, I found my best friends through my residence hall. Like, still the group of girls that were in Bemis and on my floor and the floor under me are my best friends. They will be my bridesmaids. We all ended up in the same Greek organization together. And so I think that if it wasn't for that dorm, I wouldn't have met those girls, I don't think. And so like I owe everything to Bemis. And I hear like rumors that they might be tearing it down to build a new one. I'm like, if I could just set one more foot in there and like soak everything in.
Yes.
But it definitely made my freshman year so memorable.
I think now the trend is, I hear students all the time, they don't want to live on campus
No,
their
they
freshman
don't.
year. But I think there are just so many good memories that come with it.
Everyone that asked for my opinion, I'm like, hands down, you will be so silly if you don't live in the dorm. It feels like home almost, just because you're with someone all the time. If I was by myself my first year, I would have been scared out of my mind. So I think that helped a lot. And it keeps you involved.
Yeah.
I was involved with my RA, with my floor, just seeing everyone. So it was
a good experience.
It was time well spent.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. And
this was so fun.
Yeah, this is great tips. So thank you.
Anytime I can give good tips about interior, I definitely will.
Yeah, absolutely. And good luck to you in the future.
Thank you so much.
If you have questions about what to pack and moving into your residence hall, please reach out to our Housing and Residence Life Department at the contact information provided. Later in the summer, they will post on their website a move-in schedule for those attending master plan and those who aren't, to give you a day and time of when you can move into your new home away from home. And as always, thanks for watching Let's Talk Topper.